Hi guys, I'm Eddy Scardo. I'm a developer in the Kinect for Windows team. We're aware that many people in robotics are using Kinect for as eyes and ears of robots. So when Bruno told the team that he was organizing this event, he was like, "Okay, sure, we'll go and show some things that, some things that we've been doing, some things that we are coming up in the future." So first, I guess I'm just gonna do a quick recap of the capabilities of the sensor. Let me just. So basically, as you guys are probably aware, if you used the Kinect before, so we have a couple of kinds of data. We have a color stream. We have we have a RGB color that comes in 640 by 480 or 1280 by 960. So there's a color, then there's a depth stream that just tells you each pixel, instead of being a color, is just how far is that point in the camera from the Kinect sensor. And then, so those are the basic two. Then there's we have an infrared sensor. Then on top of that, we provide the skeleton tracking, and then also separately from all that, we have the audio capabilities that have sound localization. You can see it at the bottom. It's just trying to localize the sound, and I guess it also it's trying to localize sounds, and it also has beamforming where we can aim it at a specific place, and it tries to clean the signal coming from that angle a little better. We have audio echo cancellation capabilities, and anyway, so there's a bunch of things, and I'm just going to go through a couple of things. The display is not that high resolution for this app, so it is even more pixelated than it should be. But anyway, so this is I'm changing the color settings. So then here you can just change the different resolutions. You can track in near mode, which lets you see as close as 40 centimeters from the sensor, and then as I said, the skeleton stream lets you track skeletons, just a full body with 20 joints. And I guess let's see if it tracks me. It's gonna be a little tricky. It's very precarious balancing act. So everybody's seen this probably. Yay! So that's basically what we expose today. We have all these capabilities, and people have been using them for various applications. And then here, when you install our SDK, then you get this toolkit browser, which just has a bunch of samples, and you can explore. And then we have forum support and all that. So now I'm going to show something that has been available in the past, but with a slight improvement, and for which I think I need a volunteer from the audience so I can scan them a little bit. Ooh, that was not so good, I guess. Was there? Oh, hey. What happened? I guess I have never tried to do this with a projector before, so okay, well, there you go. Well, so this is Fusion. Hello. So if you stand there, then, oh, am I moving too far? Okay. Oh my God. It's, what's going on? Okay. So it's building the model. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm just going to abort this demo. Well, I think I was too close, but I really want to demo the color one, which doesn't seem to be liking the display in this projector. So anyway, so now the summary of that is that the Kinect Fusion, which lets you do body reconstruction of bodies, is now available with a color overlay. So you can scan an object, and then you'll see. I can show you this later in in my laptop if you're curious, or during the panel or something. But basically, you'll scan an object, and it'll have the texture. It'll save the texture map, and it'll have it directly there, so you can import it into any kind of 3D software, and you can then even print it through a 3D printer. So it's a pretty cool capability. You can use it. I don't know if you want to save a model of your own face and then see oh, how did I look like in 3D 20 years ago? Great. Maybe you don't want to do that, but maybe you do. So anyway, so that's what I was demoing from the stuff that we've been working on recently. There's also some, we've also been working on adding green screen capabilities. I have too many windows open. So we've had some green screen capabilities so that you can do background removal on your, and then superimpose your own body over a different background. And people have been asking this for a while. We've also done a web client so that you can serve Kinect data and do Kinect interactions from a web application. If that's something that you need. Many people don't like developing in WPF, so web, they're more familiar with JavaScript and something. So then we're also supporting that platform. So anyway, so that's what we've been doing recently. Now let's switch over to the other side, video 2. Oh, actually, can I do it from here? Oh, there you go. Sorry. So now, this is the new Kinect capabilities. So then, coming up with the, oh, is it working? Let's see. Uh-oh. It's been sitting there waiting for me to do something. Yeah. So basically, we, okay, let's do it. So coming up in November, we're going to have alpha dev kits available for people, and you can sign up right now with the team. And what that will give you capabilities to interact with, to play around with this new sensor that came down from Xbox One, and it's also going to be available for Kinect for Windows SDK. So I'm going to just give you a quick tour of the capabilities. So then here you see that the new depth. This is the new depth thing. This is just a visualization of the depth. So the depth has 3 times as much fidelity as the depth in the old sensor. So that's more pixels, more resolution, and also much better field of view. So I can get really close to the sensor, and it still can capture more data than it did just because of the bigger field of view. So anyway, so that's yep. So then anyway, so that's a pretty cool thing that you're going to be able to use it a lot better for object detection or whatever algorithms you want to put on top of it. So then we also have better color capabilities. The color resolution is 1080p. It's sharper. The display here is 720p, so you can't quite see the level of crispness, but it is much better than before, and it's 1080p at much more than 12 frames per second that we were getting before on the old sensor for a high definition image. So you have that. Then also here there's a wide field of view. You can you see I can get pretty close, and then there's if I stand back, you can see that in the same field you can fit a bunch more people than you used to, because there's like a lot more, I mean, there's just a lot more image to play with. But that is all good. But still, in this image, it's kind of hard to do any kind of like good vision systems, because like lighting conditions, as like the presenter just before me showed, lighting conditions can make you, like, your vision algorithms kind of go not work very well. So here I'm going to show that if we have like now an active IR thing that is like basically subtracts all the ambient light. So then this will be a lot nicer for, so this is side by side. You can see like, sorry, there you go. So anyway.
Do you have to wear the right pants for this demo?
Oh, sorry?
Do you have to wear the right pants for this demo?
I don't think so.
I think you're wearing the right pants.
Thanks. But anyway. So we can go quickly. Now this is a demo of the audio echo cancellation capabilities that have been much improved. So here is a raw signal where you can hear someone is trying to issue commands over a loud noise, and you can't barely tell what they're saying. So after you process it through the microphone array and the echo cancellation algorithm, it's a much there you go. It's a much cleaner signal, basically, for the audio. So that's the echo cancellation capability. So now we've talked about like the new eyes and ears that are coming with a new sensor. So now I guess we're going to talk a little bit about like the brain, like the skeletal tracking kind of capabilities that are coming up now. So so here you'll notice that let me just drop this controller for a little bit. So you'll notice that I have now more joints than before. I have like 25 rather than 20. Like the hips are in the right place. Then also like they're a lot more stable. Like if I move my hands around, they're not like just, I mean they're not as jumpy as they used to be. They're like actually like stay in place pretty well. Also, there's like you can see my thumb and the tip of the hand, which can be used like for like grab detection more easily, or also like hand orientation, which I'll talk about more a little bit later. So anyway, so then you see that everything just works a little bit better. Then here, now this is like the Blockman, which shows like the new joint orientation capability. So every joint comes with a joint position and also orientation. And we already have joint orientation capability in the Kinect for Windows SDK, but it's nowhere near as good as this. This is, I mean, I can like move around the little robot thing, or like, and it detects me pretty well.
How about a backflip?
I cannot do that. But if you want to do a backflip, you're welcome. So this is stuff that is just going to come with the Kinect for Windows SDK right off the bat. It's gonna be just functionality that you get. Now let me, I think, lower it a little bit. And then, but now I'm going to show you a couple things that are not going to come by default, but are things that we've tested and like you can write on top. This is showing like a force and weight kind of map. So then you see like the parts of the body that have no weight bearing on them are green, and the others are red. So then if I jump, as I get to the top of the jump, then I'm all green because there's no weight bearing. And then like the circles in the floor, the size of the circles show like how much weight there is bearing on the floor. And you go, oh, I don't know what's happening. Who is that? Let me get off my lawn. Anyway, so then this is also measuring velocity of the joints and force applied. So then if I do like a small punch, then like it shows like a circle. If I do like a bigger one, then it shows like a bigger white thing. So then it's just measuring force, velocity, weight, and all these things. So you can do all these things with the new sensor. So now I'm going to show you like so heartbeat. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but as your heart beats, then your skin tone like does like small fluctuations, and then like the sensor can detect those both with a combination of the IR and the color. So then I can like do an estimate of my heartbeat, which I don't know if it should, yep, 58. There you go. So then this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of a sensitivity that the sensor has. Then also we have, oh, nice. Hello. We have, it also does like an expression detection, like happy or neutral. Then it tells me, if I'm looking at it, it tells me if I'm engaged. If I'm looking away, then I'm not engaged, basically. So that kind of thing. Then now it also, since people, as they interact with applications, they often tend to lean to the side or to the front and back to interact. Then you can also write control for your application that takes advantage of that. So if you want to, if you see an obstacle and you want to like look over it, you can like lean, and then there's like that is visualization is showing a controller that is like representing my leaning forward or to the side or things like that. So those are all things that are new with the sensor, new with the new sensor, and as I said, it's kind of the same but better than what we have right now. So I hope that you guys can use it to do pretty cool stuff. And with that, I'm done with the demo. So.